We're about to come face to face with death. My best advice? Try not to think about it. I'm Meek Nomicon, and this is our forlorn hope. I want to kill the bird. Listen, that little booger has seen the sign. It knows it's not supposed to be there and it needs to keep out. It deserves to die. Sir, I'm the sergeant in charge of security here. Allow me to brief you. 2 hours ago, the general and some of his officers shut themselves in the nuclear missile control room, 5 levels down. We believe their aim is to crack the launch codes and deploy our entire nuclear arsenal. Thank goodness you're here. You're our last hope, sir. They set traps that stopped everyone else. Go ahead and I'll show you what to expect further down. Oh, so no pressure then, right? The war is only definitely going to end if I fail. You'll need to jump over plenty of obstacles down there, sir. No problem. Everyone knows I am excellent at parkour. Oh, I just realized they're locking me in. Watch out for those explosives. One wrong step and the mission's over. Do you reckon there's a death sequence? Like if I step on a mine, is the world gonna burn? Certainly not. But you know what, that makes sense. I mean, I do die instantly in this situation, so it makes sense that I fade to black. Overhead's an automatic turret. Your armor can't resist a high caliber round, so don't get hit. Okay, we can do this. Just time it perfectly. There we go. See, some people jump over cars, I jump over bullets. I feel like mine is a lot more impressive. Alright, sir. You're ready. Step through those doors and the elevator will take you down. No! They're close! Hurry, we don't have much time! I mean, we've got half an hour. That should be enough time, right? Alright, so we've got to get down to floor 5, right? Shouldn't be too bad. Door controls, huh? I don't know if I trust you. I think you're lying to me. I'm going in this door. What are you going to do now, huh? Imagine if this is just like a giant pit. Help. No! No, I'm trapped! Nothing works! Oh, I might have made a big mistake. Help! I can't open the door again. Oh! That's cool. Do you reckon I can get in the lockers?
Sir, can you hear me?
I can. Hello?
This is the sergeant from above. I noticed an anomaly with our door systems. Seems the door you went through suddenly shut.
Yeah.
If you're getting this, look for a way to open that door. I'll try to open it from the control room up here.
Okay, no problem. I'm thinking the red light was not a good sign, right? Oh, force the door open. Come on. Put all of your weight into it.
It's no use. Someone's controlling all of this remotely. There's nothing I can...
Wait, I was not in here for half an hour. Did the timer lie to me?
Damn, you're blocked in there now.
Yeah.
Just keep trying to get that door open, and I'll do the same up here.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I've got a secondary problem even if the door gets open at this point. Maybe I'll just keep twisting it.
No good. There's no other way out of that room. The vents are too small to fit through. There's just that door.
Excuse me. I feel like if I take off my body armor, I could probably fit through that vent. Goddamn rude. It's not that small.
Alright, I've got it. There should be a manual override for that door on the other side. I'll be down there soon.
Awesome. Listen, Betty, while you're doing that, have you got any codes for these lockers? Listen, I feel like if the world's gonna end, I should be allowed to snoop around with what's inside. What do we think? 666? I mean, it is the apocalyptic situation, right? So, Damien's number?
Well, they're controlling the elevators too now. They sent that one crashing down to the bottom of the shaft.
Well, you weren't inside, right? Are you dead?
I'm not seeing any way down there. The maintenance tunnels, the vents. I can't control anything anymore.
That's a bit of a problem. Anyway, about those locker codes.
Nope, I don't know what to do.
You know, at this point,
I don't know what to do.
I'm starting to think there's not anything we can do. I mean, I'm locked inside, you're locked upstairs. And there's what, 26 minutes left? I think we might just have to accept the end of the world. So about the lockers. No?
Couldn't you tell it wasn't the right way? The last team we sent down there marked the path forward, but you just ignored it.
You told me
What
they were
the hell are
lying!
we supposed to do now? You were the last chance we had. All your experience, all the success you've had, it all amounts to nothing.
Listen, I think someone has greatly exaggerated my successes in life, okay? This was bound to happen.
It's over. There's nothing we can do now.
Listen, I feel like in this situation we should just accept defeat. You can accept responsibility for this situation. I will take a nap, and then we'll all die.
Hey, there should be a microphone down there. I just rerouted some of the emergency power. See if you can turn it on.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're coming through fine.
So, what's your favorite scary movie?
I guess there's no point in being upset. It'll all be over soon.
Do you know, I feel like pretty much. I mean, I suppose we could try and force our way through the vents. I mean, it's in a last-ditch attempt, and surely they won't be able to lock those down. So maybe there's something we can still do?
Do you have any ideas? Your only exit out of that room is blocked, and nobody can take the elevator down there anymore.
I mean, you could try climbing down the elevator shaft. Or could I try and, like, deactivate the door? Loosen the wirings or something?
The doors to the shaft on all floors are shut. They're reinforced steel. Impossible to get through on our own.
Yeah, it sounds rough. What about tools?
There's no time. We were cutting it close as it was.
Well, there's no time if you have that kind of attitude. I'm trying to motivate you here. I still think I could try the vent. I might get stuck, but if I'm dead regardless, why not bother?
We failed. We had a job to do and we failed.
I mean, I do agree. You're right, we probably did fail. But I'm trying to keep spirits up. We'll make it through this.
I don't think you understand the situation we're in.
Listen, I'm trying to be
When
nice
those
here.
missiles launch, it'll all be over. You know, MAD. Mutually assured destruction. Every single country those missiles hit will have automatic response systems. And even though our missile silos are spread all over, they can all be deployed from here. It'll take about 30 minutes to send the launch signal everywhere. By the time all's said and done, every major city in the world's gonna be a pile of rubble.
Do you know what's actually bad about this situation that I've just realised? I mean, yes, we're actually going to live longer than the half an hour because we'll be caught in the response blast, the retaliation from the other countries. And the issue is, even if we don't get a direct hit and we don't get killed in that first blast, we're still trapped. Like, I'm trapped inside this room, he is trapped upstairs inside the steel doors. So if the rest of the body's destroyed, no one is going to come and retrieve us. And I don't think we have any ways of getting ourselves out, so we're just going to starve to death and die of dehydration. I think I'd rather die in the blast. At least then it'd be instantaneous, right? But yeah, no, some will survive. I wouldn't want to survive, though. I mean, I've thought about it a lot, because there's a lot of horror apocalyptic movies, zombie apocalypse, stuff like this. And I wouldn't want to survive that first interaction. Because I have absolute no life skills that would enable me to live comfortably. I mean, sure, I know horror situations, I know how to avoid infections and infected people and stuff like that in those situations, but I don't know how to purify water. I don't particularly know how to grow food. I don't know how to do anything with electricity. I would not survive. I'd rather be patient zero and die instantly. But I suppose some people will survive outside the cities.
Yes, but it'll be worse for them. Food and water poisoning, the wind carrying fallout everywhere, all the debris that's gonna get thrown up in the atmosphere, it's gonna block out the sun. Trigger another ice age. I'm sure you know all this, though. This is really it. It's all over.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely awful. I wouldn't want to try and survive through that. Well, there's not really anything we can do. Like I said, we're trapped inside. We could try and force our way through the vents. I suppose... I see. There's not really anything we can say then.
What are we doing here? I mean, really, what are we doing?
I'd say in our defense, the situation was stacked against us from the start. We're here because we failed to stop this.
What I'm trying to say is, what are we supposed to do with this time we have now?
I'd say we can talk. I mean, let's face it, do we really just want to wait for the end of the world?
Have you ever lost someone?
Yes.
Me too. It's hard to even imagine the scale of what's about to happen. How many people are gonna die?
An astronomical amount if we're bombing every major city.
It's totally absurd.
And like they were saying earlier, it's not going to be in the initial blast. It's going to be all the fallout from the blast as well.
Billions of people. What does that even look like?
God damn. See, it's a massive graveyard, but again, it doesn't even match the scale of the billions that would have died.
The closest thing I can imagine is a military cemetery with all the rows and rows of graves. But even that wouldn't be big enough.
Nowhere near. Because let's face it, when it's that many deaths, you wouldn't be able to bury them. You'd have to go straight for cremation. You'd have to put all the tombstones a lot close together, and then it's even if there'd be enough tombstones for everyone. Because let's face it, an entire generational family dies in the blast, there's a chance no one's going to remember.
Have you been to any before? There's one I go to a lot.
They wouldn't even get tombstones. I mean, I suppose you could try and do one massive communal one, but even then, you wouldn't be able to put every single name on it. I suppose you'd have to just do one for a communal.
It always feels so calm, so still, like it's frozen in time. In a way, all the people there are. They are only as we remember them. And the memories we do have of them fade. So many little moments just disappear.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying, like, only the people that have survivors to remember them will even get tombstones or buried. And just thinking, would there even be enough people surviving a blast of that scale to create these cemeteries?
I try to remember my friend. It's been so many years, but I still remember how when things went downhill, he would never panic. He just had a look in his eyes that told us everything would be okay. I wonder what he would think of this. Maybe he could have stopped it.
Do you know what I've just realised? It is actually incredibly quiet here. So not only all humans are dead, but it seems like all creatures and birds are as well. Which makes sense. I mean, they're going to suffer from the polluted environment as well. And I suppose the problem with the birds dying and the creatures dying would also increase the difficulty for human survivals.
None of that really matters, though. Because pretty soon, nobody will be around to remember anymore.
Damn, this place is massive. No, the only cemeteries I've been on, like local ones, and they're all so much smaller than this. And they're not unified tombstones. Oh, I think this is the one I need. At least it's got a nice green patch.
What's been the point of all this?
Well, we did the best we could.
I don't know if I can take comfort in that. So many people have sacrificed so much for us to be here. And look at what we've done. We failed them.
Why am I getting Les Mis vibes? You know, there is not really anything we can do, but we can keep remembering the little time we have left.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I feel like I'm about to walk onto the barricade. There's the sirens. I guess deployment is imminent. Wait, says I can read something, right? Nimu?
That's it then. The launch has started. In a few minutes, every missile we have will be in the air.
I see the amount that I feel like is going to get launched. I don't feel like all of them could be shot down.
Yes, and a few might be taken down, but there are just too many. We have tens of thousands of the damn things. Most will hit their targets.
God damn. It's a lot of missiles.
This is really it.
And like you were saying earlier, it's not only going to be our launches. There's all the
finished.
responses from it.
A missile just hit us, probably one of ours.
What?
I'd say
One of
they're
ours?
getting pretty impatient up there. They may try to blast this place open before the launch sequence completes. It's not gonna work, though. The control room down there has enough reinforcement to withstand all the missiles they've got.
Oh, so yeah, they're trying to shoot open the passage downwards. Well, we know why they're doing it. They're desperate. And it doesn't really matter that we're down here, because let's face it, 2 casualties in the face of billions would be an acceptable compromise.
What else can they do? Either they know we failed, or they don't care. We are expendable.
As harsh as it is, in this situation, yeah.
They should reach my floor after a few more of those missiles. 1 or 2 after that, and they'll get you too.
Can you go further down? Then we can die together, right?
Maybe this is what we deserve.
What I want to know is what incited them to try and release all the missiles in the first place. Why?
For not stopping this. It's not such a bad thing that it'll end here for us. It'll be much easier on us than the rest of the world, that's for sure. Do you think there's anything worth saving?
Now or after the missiles get set off? I mean, people or accomplishments. Both are important. What about the people who didn't do anything?
Yeah, I suppose we failed them as well.
What about you? What would you say?
I know this is selfish, but I want to hold on to my memories. Hey, the room you're in is my barracks. The locker furthest from the door is mine. The code is 625. Could you take out the picture?
This one? I've got it.
The things that I remember, they're all I have left.
I never had the chance to say goodbye. I just got a call one morning and that was that. I was allowed to go back for a few days, but being in the house didn't feel right anymore. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't stay there. But when I started to pack, I realized what I had left of them. The memories I had were all tied up in everything. In the summer, we would go down to the beach every weekend. I loved to wander off and just look out at the waves rolling in. They kept bringing me back when they saw how much I liked it.
So I'm guessing then something must have happened and kill all the family?
My dad loved collecting CDs. He really liked this one string quartet. He used to joke that he wanted another kid so that the four of us could play it.
Did have, oh, nice movie collection. Do you want to save any of these? I feel like we need some entertainment for the end of the world. Wrong room? Oh, is that gonna be like my parents' room or something? Why it's blocked off?
My mom had a blanket she really liked. She usually kept it stowed away for winter. But whenever I got sick, she would wrap me up in it.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking then. Whatever caused the emergency evacuation.
When I was 5, I made my mom a mug. No matter how worn down or chipped it got, my mom kept using it.
Vestment definitely dead at this point, right?
I don't know what'll happen when I die, but I don't want to lose any of it. Who would I be without this? Without the pain, the regret of not doing more for them, of not spending time with them when I could have? And who would I be without the joy of being with them, of having grown up here? I'm scared. I'm scared to lose myself, to lose them. I wish I could tell them that I'm sorry, that I miss them.
What the hell happened then? I think we've actually gathered everything we need. I don't see any more glowing items. Oh, microphone. I mean, there's no point telling them you should have spent more time with them now. I mean, it's far too late for that. Hold on to your memory, then, with all you've got.
I will. It won't be much longer now. Are you ready?
I think I am. I suppose it's nice to see the place one last time.
I wish I felt the same. There's so much I would have done differently. So much I didn't do.
Are you still there?
I'm here.
Good. Do you have any regrets?
So, I think everyone does. But let's face it, none of it matters. Can't change anything. Oh, your cop's here now. How about you?
Yeah, I regret not being there for my parents, even before the end. I regret being so absent, worrying about things that didn't matter. But so what? Everything feels so pointless now when I think of what's about to happen. What was all this for? What was all this for?
Don't know how to respond to that. I mean, let's face it, at the end of the world, there's not really a point to anything. I think it's gonna be okay, though. The point is that you lived. You lived and you cared about people. I mean, that is the point of life. I mean, some people can say it's progress or achievements or... But 100 years from now, no one's gonna remember any of that. It's just the fact that you lived. You hold close memories of everyone you love. I suppose if you believe in God, you might see them soon. But personally, I don't know what'll happen next either. We can only hope we're better than this.
Thank you. I hope so. Strange, I feel so calm all of a sudden. I've only felt like this one other time.
I think that's like acceptance of an impossible situation. Like, you know there's nothing you can do to change it, so you just give up, really.
On my second tour, I was stationed in a base above the Arctic Circle on the northern coast of Greenland.
Very pretty over here.
We were at the end of the polar night. For the first time in months, the sun would rise. I was in a watchtower when it happened.
I see it rising. You see, it seems peaceful, but you just know it's gonna be absolutely freezing here.
After all the days of pure, total darkness, watching the light cross over the horizon was special. I felt so small. I knew then that I didn't matter, that this thing would keep happening again and again, whether I was here to see it or not.
You see, you could argue that's the beauty of it. If you don't matter, what you choose to do doesn't particularly matter either, so choose to be happy.
But being there in that moment, being able to witness something as great as that was... it was an honor. I don't know what comes next, but maybe that's okay. We lived. Nothing can take that away from us.
Why do I feel like a missile is gonna land any second here to ruin my calm? There it is.
It'll be our time soon.
How'd you feel?
I feel grateful.
Let's go together.
Are you still there, sir?
Yeah,
Thank you for being here with me till the end.
the honor was mine.
I hope we meet again, sir.
Me too.
Goodbye.
Bye. Come on back. So this is our friend, right? He's returned to where he was most happiest. I was curious whether I'd actually gone through the marked door if things would have changed. But I get the feeling that, regardless of the choice I made, that door was going to get locked and I was not going to be able to open it again. I feel like it's a foregone conclusion that, yeah, the entire world was going to end. and there's nothing we could really have done about it. Silver lining is, at least we had a friend for the end of the world. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you did, please don't like this video and subscribe to this channel. Other than that, it was a spooky day, and I'll catch you next time, guys.